Good morning and happy Super Bowl Sunday, everybody. Yep, like I said, every weekend day in February, I'm going to be rocking the flannel pajamas. Flannel pajamas. So, yeah, to support to support our resident flannel wearing friend in his quest to raise money for the food bank of the Southern Tier. Helping spread the word. Help donate to a very worthy and very awesome cause. Not to mention, it's coming from a really chill dude. I've known this guy since high school. He's awesome, and he's one of the first people where I learned the term, where I got the idea to always have somebody's back. So, yes, it is February 3rd right now. We're still in Flannel February, and I'm going to keep promoting that until it's over. Honestly, I brought this little guy because I feel it's a nice aesthetic. I really do. Again, it looks like I'm ready for bed right now, even though it's actually literally like 7 o'clock in the morning right now. That's when I'm doing this video. Actually, it just turned 7 o'clock in the morning, so yay, I actually slept in for once. And only ran 4.1 miles, which is literally 1/3 of what I ran yesterday. That's pretty much what I have been doing. But I think during the week, at least Monday through Thursday, I'm going to try and up the ante a little bit. I don't know by how much. I mean, I'd like to do it by at least another 1.5 miles, but honestly, it's just, time constraints. I mean, it just takes so long to run 4.1 as it is. I'd rather just, I'd like to start doing like more than 5 tomorrow, but considering what tonight is, that's going to be rather difficult to do. But, tonight is just one of those situations where it really is, if you want to come into work late on Monday, well, actually, don't go into work late tomorrow. That'd be not very smart. If it was like President's Day tomorrow or something like that, then yeah, sure, do whatever you want tonight. But no, don't do that. So, okay, can I just point out that I am, I can't really say much because I don't have much experience with this, but I am done with the whole Rookie of the Year thing. I am serious. Okay, well, 2 years ago, if you're a Cowboys fan or a football fan in general, you know that, it's unheard of that you have 2 rookies that produce numbers that are completely off the charts, much less 2 rookies from the same team. This is Offensive Rookie of the Year 2 years ago. Between Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, a.k.a. 2 people from my beloved Dallas Cowboys. And the award ended up going to Dak Prescott. But you know what ended up happening? Both he and Ezekiel Elliott went up to the podium together, and Dak Prescott goes, "Does anyone have a knife so I can cut this in half and give it to give it to Zeke?" He didn't say it, exactly. I'm paraphrasing, but you get the idea. That is one of those defining moments where that guy is going to be a great Super Bowl caliber quarterback. Technically, he already is. He is a grown man, But that's neither here nor there. I'm talking about last night. So, when it comes to Rookie of the Year, sorry, I just got out of the shower yet. It's weird. I just got out of the shower, and I know for a fact I didn't get water in my ear yet. For those few seconds, it feels like I got water in my ear. How is that possible? I didn't even, water did not get in my ear at all. I'm getting sidetracked. So, earlier this season, well, even before the season began, the number 1 pick in the NFL draft was Baker Mayfield for the Cleveland Browns. Now, let's be honest. The last probably decade, the Browns have been nothing short of terrible. I think in the last 10 years, they probably won maybe 35 games. A year ago, they were the second team in NFL history to go 0-16. The first team was the Detroit Lions back in the 07-08 season, by the way. A year before, they went 1-15, which, fun fact, is actually the worst record that the Dallas Cowboys have ever had. It was actually Troy Aikman's rookie year, I believe. But that's neither here nor there. And so you can imagine that when you're the number one pick in the draft, a Heisman Trophy winner no less, you better be, people are expecting a lot from you. And you know what? Baker Mayfield delivered big numbers. Most touchdowns ever thrown by a rookie quarterback. You know, he beat the Ravens. I mean, the first time. He beat the Ravens in overtime. And the Ravens had the best secondary, at the very least, in the NFL. As soon as I saw him beat the Ravens, I'm like, call me crazy, but I'm pretty sure he's going to get Rookie of the Year. And he got nominated, which, you know, it's pretty good. But, you know, most touchdowns thrown by a rookie quarterback in NFL history. He basically is now the face of what was pretty much a dead franchise. He literally like brought back to life. There's a metaphor somewhere, but I don't want to get all religious on you. My point is, he should have gotten the Offensive Rookie of the Year, but he didn't. He ended up going, the award ended up going to Saquon Barkley for the New York Giants. Now, I do not like the Giants. I'm a Cowboys fan. But if I had to pick a team in my division that's the lesser of the three potential evils, I'm going to pick the Giants. I mean, let's be honest, nothing is ever going to supersede the fact that the Giants beat Tom Brady's Patriots in the Super Bowl not once, but twice. And the first time is considered to be the greatest Super Bowl of all time, so there you go. And, you know, Saquon Barkley rushed for, 2,000 yards, and honestly, the last couple of years, the Giants really haven't been very good. Like, the year before, they went like 3-13. This past year, they were like 6-10. But Saquon Barkley did amazing. So, I guess, it is what it is. I mean, I personally don't hate Saquon Barkley. Although Ezekiel Elliott is better, I'm just saying. And even though I'm mad about Baker Mayfield, what I'm even more disgusted by is Defensive Rookie of the Year. Okay. When the draft first happened, the Dallas Cowboys selected Leighton Vander Esch. And everyone immediately thought it was going to be a bad idea. Everyone. Admittedly, I had some doubts as well. Because we had just released Dez Bryant and we needed a receiver. Which we eventually did get in rookie receiver Michael Gallup. And we acquired Amari Cooper over our bye week. So, we're pretty set with that. Roughly. And Leighton Vander Esch legitimately proved all of the doubters wrong. Like, I forget how many tackles he had. Like, somewhere between like 135 and 150 tackles. I'm pretty sure that's what he got. I think he might have actually led the league, in fact. He acquired the name the Tackling Dutchman. He is known by his cowboy brothers as the Wolf Hunter. He and Jalen Smith, or as I like to refer to him as the fourth coming of Dick Butkus, or is that his name? Anyway, Butkus from the Bears, or whatever, of Butkus, are the two most explosive linebackers in the NFL when working in tandem. Okay, I should probably explain one thing before I keep going. When I say the fourth coming of Butkus, see, the second coming was Mike Singletary, also of the Bears. The 1985 Bears, actually. Then Ray Lewis of the Baltimore Ravens. And now we have Jalen Smith, who I just explained. Anyway. With that said, how does Leighton Vander Esch didn't even get nominated for the award? Really? That is a sin, and I doubt Leighton Vander Esch is ever going to watch this, but you know what? I hope that motivates you to become like even more awesome than you already are. Because you know what? You said when you first got drafted that we have Super Bowls to win. And you know what? With guys like you and Jalen Smith and Dak Prescott and Zeke Elliott and Michael Gallup and Connor Williams, we're going to do it. We are sure going to do it. And those are the young guys. I haven't even gotten to like the veterans like Zach Martin and Tyron Smith either. So, yeah. We're going for it. We are making a Super Bowl run next year. I'd say I guarantee it, but no guarantee I make or anyone else in humanity is ever going to make is going to be greater than the greatest guarantee in the history of mankind. Oh, for those of you who don't know, the greatest guarantee in the history of mankind was Joe Namath of the New York Jets of Super Bowl III. And speaking of Super Bowl, I guess it's about time I explain my pick. And I actually had to think pretty long and hard about it. I did. And so, you know, for games like this is why you spend like $200 million for players, acquiring people like Ndamukong Suh or Aqib Talib or Marcus Peters. This is why you draft people early on in the draft like Jared Goff or Todd Gurley. This is why you pay a king's ransom to keep, Aaron Donald, who very well will make the top 5 in the NFL's top 100, I suspect. In fact, I'm absolutely positive he will make the top 5. It would be cool if he made number 1, though, but that's not here or there. So, you get guys like, you pay $200 million to, again, pay the king's ransom for Aaron Donald, get Ndamukong Suh, Aqib Talib, Marcus Peters, you get Jared Goff and Todd Gurley in the draft. You do all that for games exactly like this. And for the most part, it has panned out. In fact, the one thing that's actually quite scary about this is that when you do something like that, it's kind of a short-term gain, long-term loss. Because you are going to get success very quickly, but over time, those guys you acquired are going to want more money than you gave them. And in this case, when I say progress fast, I really do mean it. Like, these trades only just happened a year ago. They only just paid that king's ransom to Aaron Donald. And this is only Jared Goff's 3rd year in the NFL. Todd Gurley's 5th or 6th, I believe. It's been a while. But yeah, you could pretty much say this Rams team was designed to win the Super Bowl. And yet, there are 2 individuals in all sports you never, ever bet against. The first was Michael Jordan. The second is Tom Brady. Actually, I should say the first is Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is still alive, therefore I must use present tense. So yes, the first is Michael Jordan. The second is Tom Brady. And even though the Patriots lost the Super Bowl last year, which I personally still haven't recovered from, considering the fact it was the Eagles who won it, Tom Brady threw for over 500 yards in that Super Bowl. And it wouldn't shock me at all if he puts up numbers like that again. And I think he will, too. So, yes, Tom Brady is going to show once again why he is the greatest of all time, or the GOAT, if you will. So my final score, 27-24, New England Patriots. That is my Super Bowl pick. I bet it's funny because I actually am going to title this video my pick for Super Bowl 53. And it took until just a few seconds ago to actually get to the pick in question. Someone's like, don't leave us in suspense, man. When do you get to the pick? Don't worry. I'll say the pick one more time. The New England Patriots are going to win 27-24. I think that's going to be... It's going to be a decently high-scoring game. Like, the number of points scored is definitely going to break 50, but not that much higher than 50. Again, 27 plus 24 is 51, so there you go. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to mentally prepare for the excitement that is Super Bowl 53 for tonight, and possibly take a nap, because even though I slept in, I still got up pretty early, and, well, I am still wearing the flannel pajamas. Yes. I actually woke up, worked out, showered, only to immediately put these pajamas back on. Hey, I'm a grown man. I can do whatever I want. So, like, favorite, share, and hit that subscribe button. I could really use the support on YouTube. Follow me on the social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. As always, I'm very humbled that I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I'm hopeful that we all have a wonderful Super Bowl Sunday. And remember, if any of you guys ever want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. And I'll always have your back. Take care, everybody.